Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, back home in California to talk about reusing rainwater and replenishing groundwater after a storm.
Phil Schuman was with the Vice President today. He's live in Sun Valley at a facility that captures rainwater before it goes into the ocean. Phil.
Well, that's right. Most of the rainwater, as we've been reporting during these recent storms, just ends up in the ocean through flood control channels through the LA River and is, in a sense, wasted. Most, but not all. Spreading grounds, the name for what you see behind me, captures and reuses rainwater. They're trying to do it in a wider scale and in a better way. The Vice President came today to take a look. It's not every day the Vice President of the United States comes to visit a handful of small man-made ponds by the side of a freeway, but this was about the future. At a site known as the Tujunga Spreading Grounds, Kamala Harris arrived and spoke about what this project represents.
Understanding that we must have the ability to diversify our approach and the resources.
All of this, recently expanded and improved, is on about 150 acres off the 170 freeway. Multiple separate ponds are referred to as spreading basins. They capture rainwater and runoff from the mountains and slowly percolate that back into the soil, replenishing underground aquifers. The plan is to build more, and the funding's been approved.
$12 billion is coming to western states and into the western region of our country to address these issues in a way that we can build up resilience.
I'm so grateful and so proud to see the Vice President visit us right here in the Valley to make sure that we are focusing all attention on successful projects like this one.
So for people who ask, why can't we capture and reuse all the rainwater from the massive storms we've had since Christmas? This is part of the answer.
We've been doing this for a long time, for decades, but we're actually really trying to up our game and improve it because there's not enough locations like this, because there's not a lot of open spaces in the city.
Between the city and the county, there are already almost 30 of these spreading grounds. Again, the basic idea to help make sure when you turn on your faucet, water comes out, as groundwater provides about 10% of the city of LA's use, much higher percentage in other parts of the county.
It's a significant time in LA history in that we are fully embracing the idea that stormwater is a resource, and it's something that we want to do, we want to handle with care and love, because it is what serves us in our lives. Water is life.
The Vice President on the ground here, Alex and Christine, for about 45 minutes, didn't take any questions. Senator Alex Padilla, Congressman Tony Cardenas also here, and they both had very nice things to say about the commitment of the Biden-Harris administration to helping rebuild California's infrastructure. Remember, of course, the president was in Central California touring storm damage yesterday. And despite all this work, though, we still only save about 20% of all the rainwater that falls from the sky. We're trying to double that number. Live in Sun Valley, I'm Phil Schuman, Fox 11 News.